Been a pretty rough morning, guys. I don't have a lot of stuff ready for you guys. I'm just going live, and we're gonna do things as they go. So, pretty rough day today. For those of you that don't know, Charlie Kirk was shot in the neck, and as of right now, his condition's unknown. We're waiting for updates. We have some other news as well, but my whole morning's kind of been consumed by that. I'm not going to share any of the video. I'm not sharing anything. And, yeah, I don't recommend watching the video either. It's not for the faint of heart. Definitely one of the most graphic videos I've ever seen. If praying is your thing, definitely would be the time. Tim is reporting he's in stable condition. I hope he is. I'm waiting for updates on this. Let's see. Turning Point UK is reporting Charlie Kirk is alive and fighting in the hospital. Please join us in praying for him. So that's as of 14 minutes ago, Charlie Kirk is alive. Charlie Kirk is alive. They have the suspect in custody. They're reporting that the suspect, they haven't said what type of firearm, but they know that he made the shot from 200 yards away. And he's now in custody. So, I did want to have some guests on today. Let me see if they still want to join. Because this whole situation is just screwed, man. I mean, and then, I wanted to talk about some other stuff that we have going on, but I don't know, man. There's a lot going on with this. There's so much to talk about in terms of this. Just the media's reaction alone to this has been quite disgusting. MSNBC specifically, the reporting that they're giving us has been atrocious, to say the least. But let me get some people in here if they want to join. All right, let me invite you. Yeah, the show's gonna be a little different today, guys. Normally I cut it up into segments and we talk about the news and stuff, but we're just gonna kind of go with the flow today because there's just so much stuff happening and so much to talk about. Let me see if Sean wants to join. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna do a stream today. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna do a stream today, but I wanted to do one anyway. Looks like Melted might be joining. All right. Might do a co-stream with Joey because apparently they're live right now. There's a lot of different angles to talk about with this. Let's see, MSNBC. Yeah, the reporting from MSNBC has been utterly disgusting. MSNBC, you can't stop with these sort of awful thoughts you have and then say these awful words and not expect awful actions to take place. They're setting the stage to justify the shooting of this guy. I have some videos I want to show from MSNBC. Guess I can pull those up. All right, I'm gonna go join Joey. Is actually I forgot to see if Melted's here. Melted is not here.
this is an emotional
Okay.
situation, so hopefully everybody, let's just keep let's be calm and let's, all that good shit. How you tight, Tyler? How you doing?
Doing okay. I stopped crying.
Well, that's good, I guess. We've had some updates. I'm sure you've seen from like Nick Sorter and Tim Pool about, I guess, a more positive outlook on uh, the situation. Like, um,
Yeah. Last
then,
thing I saw
yeah,
was Turning Point USA reporting that he's in the hospital.
yes. Tim has said he's stabilized in critical condition. So is Nick Sortor. I don't know if they're potentially saying that for like a morale boost.
The AP flat out just said Charlie Kirk in critical condition. So
Okay.
The Associated Press is reporting it as well.
yes,
I hope he's okay.
Critical condition.
I mean, that video I saw, my initial thoughts were he was gone, but I really want to be wrong. And I will again say I do not recommend anyone watches that video.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I didn't.
I regret it.
I got sent it, and somebody told me he was shot in the stomach area, and then I watched it, and I was like, no, that is totally up by the collarbone.
It's not a happy video.
I was like, that
is
upper torso.
That's why I put such heavy disclaimers on it. If we're seeing the official reports that if we're seeing the official reports,
and again,
that he was hit
depending on where he was hit, if everything else, there is a chance of survival. So that's what I'm praying for.
Yeah.
I am definitely praying for survival. And sorry, y'all gonna have to deal with my heater.
I can't hear it. Can you hear Sean?
Good. No, I can't hear Sean. Sean, you talking?
I'm trying to. It's not working very well. I'm trying.
Nope, I don't hear Sean no more.
I can hear Sean.
I'm trying to be in both of them at the same time and muting back and forth. But it's not working. Like, I think I'm lagging on one and not on yours.
No,
Tyler, I'm like real time, and then for some reason I'm lagged on.
Message him. I don't think he hears me.
Wait. Oh no, Sean, leave mine. Don't be in mine.
Yeah, just stay in one.
Yeah, just be in one. I joined Joey's. Your guys'
okay,
audio is
now
being
I
captured.
Hear you, Sean.
Yeah, your guys' audio is being captured on my end. You're fine. Just stay in Joey's.
Yeah.
I just got a rumble rant.
I thought it would let me go in on both, but it's all good.
I got a rumble rant from Guido. He said, I regret watching it too. It will stay with me for life.
Yeah.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, that's why I put such heavy disclaimers on it, and God willing, keep him safe,
We'll see.
It doesn't really matter what sort of like political variations you may have with him. This is not something that he deserves. This is not something that gives anybody on any side of any political line, except for like communists. This doesn't benefit anybody. All this benefits is the people that want to sow chaos. That's all it does.
This is Marxist behavior, 100%.
If you study Marxism throughout the years, I always like to use the Russian Revolution as an example. It's the easiest one. This is what they do.
Yeah,
I got to take
and it's the Hegelian. The Hegelian dialectics just keep coming up because they want you to just violently revolt in the streets so that they can crack down with martial law. Who is they? Man, ask Kanye. But bottom line is, every time the except for if the communists are pushing it, apparently, like during the quote unquote summer of love, every time the people hit the street and get violent, the rules get cracked down just a little bit harder. We need to find ways to resist that seeing red urge while also trudging closer towards some kind of what we might believe is progress. And Tyler was talking about earlier in the Discord, he was talking about how many of these news organizations are actually kind of maybe not necessarily cheering for, but they're like encouraging this stuff to happen by saying, look how divisive he was, implying that it might be a good thing that he got shot. And
you have the
MSNBC
outright saying that MSNBC said that the guy may have been shooting his gun into the air for celebration. MSNBC legitimately said that.
May have been, right?
And for we got a couple people in my chat asking what happened. For people that don't know the news, Charlie Kirk was at one of his normal events debating people at a college campus in Utah, and he was shot in the neck. The bullet passed through his neck, and he was shot from about 200 yards.
We don't know that direct part yet, Tyler.
I've seen the video.
We know he was shot in the upper area, but we don't in the upper torso, but we don't know if it was his neck, his collarbone.
The video, Nora, the video I saw was straight through the neck.
There's was it Fox, Nora? Fox was reporting that
Fox News was the one who said that he was shot in his around his collarbone, and he is in critical condition. He is at the hospital. Fox News has come out and said it. That's why I'm saying you can't say it's through the neck because there's other reports that are contradicting.
I don't care about the reports. I saw the video
in the upper area. So
it looks like it went straight behind his throat, but the reports are that it went to his clavicle.
Just to be 100% accurate until we know all facts and details.
I'm reporting on what I saw in the video, Nora.
It doesn't matter, okay? Ultimately, where he was shot doesn't matter. If he can pull through is what matters.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
holy
she's
crap,
just trying
even
to make
Nancy
sure
Pelosi said something.
Anyway, what'd she say?
Yeah, Gavin Newsom said it was disgusting and terrible for the country.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have to say that. There's no other way around it.
That's true, but at least they're not pulling the CNN CBS angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All I gotta say is I'm glad it wasn't tomorrow.
Damn. That's right. Tomorrow's 9/11.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Oh damn.
Yeah, I'm just glad it wasn't tomorrow.
That thought. It's been such a wild morning. So do you guys want to do you want to see the video of the arrest of the shooter?
Well,
there's no
TJ is saying in the chat that now there's conflicting reports saying that he may not be the shooter.
Yeah.
That's what one guy came out and was screaming in the camera on Fox is that he wasn't that guy isn't the shooter, he's a better shooter than that and he wouldn't have fucking missed. It's just like, okay. Well, okay. That's what the dude was screaming in the camera, and I was like,
yeah, I'm not sure that
okay.
I don't think that's what you yell after someone got shot, but okay.
I believe you. I'm not sure I find that credible.
I was thinking, but
the video I saw where the guy was getting arrested, his pants are falling down, and so a cop comes over, and instead of helping him get his pants up, he just picks him up by his pants around his ankles, which is pretty funny. But immediately upon doing that, you can hear someone in the crowd yell from behind. They're like, "Drag him by his face!" I just thought it was kind of funny.
Well, can you blame them at this point right now?
So this is wild.
Sanders Smith and John Roberts talked earlier today about their friendship with Charlie Kirk. I as well have a friendship with Charlie Kirk. That doesn't make any one of us unique.
Yeah, literally all my friends and family are like calling and messaging me and trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
Tell him to tune into the show.
That's why I saw him live right now. He's in critical condition.
Just send him your show link. They'll figure it out as we go.
Yep.
And then here's the suspected guy that they arrested. I have it on my screen. This is who they're saying the suspect is. It's not being confirmed.
See it in 30 seconds.
Not being confirmed if he actually is the shooter, but that's who the suspect is right now. So
yeah, that's what we saw earlier. So I'm not sure, but he's not resisting. But
Killing It Sense says Charlie Kirk for president 2028.
Oh. Maybe.
If he pulls through this and decides to run, he has my vote. I want back-to-back presidents that survived assassinations.
Something a little bit.
What happened, John?
Oh, Tony Moon, the rooftop Korean. He's a little bit less optimistic.
I did want to comment, Sean, that I did not like Rechtenwald's comment on this.
Yeah, I didn't like his comment either. I saw it.
I haven't seen it. What did he say?
Yeah,
he brought up Palestinians.
Yeah, he said a prayers for Charlie Kirk. He's like,
What?
this is not the way to end Zionism or something. That's what he said.
Yeah, he said this
it was
is bad for America and bad for
Hold on,
Palestinians.
let me look at this.
Yeah. Let's
Here,
see
I have it. I'll
What does
quote
that
it right here. I'll
even
pull it up on
mean?
screen so everyone knows what I'm talking about. Michael Rectenwald, he said, prayers for Charlie Kirk, who's been shot in the neck. This is terrible for him, his family, America, and even for Palestinians. This is not how to end Zionism.
Yeah,
I think
a little
he said
strange.
everything right up until that like last sentence. Everything.
Yeah.
If he just left that out, it would have been a perfect
He's
statement.
probably trying to be like, right, agreed.
Yeah,
He's probably like,
absolutely.
attacking the pro-Zionist is gonna make like momentum for the Zionist movements or whatever. But like, that's not the time or the place, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he like is thinking that he knows that this shooter was motivated by Palestine stuff, but
V in the chat wants to know how long it's going to take for someone to use this situation to go against the Second Amendment.
I don't know, but here's the thing: is that I've heard 3 separate reports now of people who were there stating he talked about religion first for about 20 minutes, and then somebody came up and asked him about trans and the gun shootings lately, and then one pop went off, and then that everybody took off running. So this might be more related to like the trans shit, and they're trying to spin it otherwise.
Yeah, it could. That makes sense.
we just don't
But
know.
just,
We don't know until we know, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
And
what we
at
do
some
know
point,
is that Marxists have been. Well,
Yeah.
what we do know is that Marxists have drive their their fans, I guess, their believers. They drive them into a fucking frenzy. That's what they do.
And then have you guys seen the response from MSNBC, like some of their comments?
Yep. Yeah, we saw that shit too. Ridiculous.
I'm watching Fox because they're treating him like a human. They're actually even saying like, "Hey, he was our friend."
Yeah, no, I think MSNBC should be shut down over this. Like, the reporting is so egregious that I think they just need to be dismantled as a company. It's egregious.
I said it earlier.
I'd go even further. They should be charged as terrorists. Like
I'd like to see that too, Sean. But
the nation.
bare minimum, remove their business.
Yeah.
So I said it before you two popped in here. I was like, the Marxists have done a great job of manipulating freedom of press to essentially just lie. And
I mean,
at some point, like, it's got to stop.
They're setting the groundwork to justify this. The way they're reporting on this, they're saying he's divisive and all these other things. They're saying that the guy that shot him was trying to shoot a gun for celebration. Like, they're literally setting the groundwork to say that this guy was justified. It's disgusting.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and a lot of the people are never going to read more than 1 or 2 articles. So one of them, there's going to be a group of people that the only article they read was, oh, he was shooting up in the air. That bullet just hit him for when it was falling down. There's going to be a whole other group that says, oh, he was just celebrating and it was a mistake. So they'll believe that he shot him, but that it was a mistake. And the other one's like, he didn't really shoot him. He just kind of got hit by accident. And then now you got to argue against these 2 groups of people who speak loudly because they're convinced because they read it. They did their diligence, but it's the only story they ever wrote, they ever read. But they're loud.
The shooter,
and a lot of people hear them.
Democrat, according to Luke Winkowski. Well, does he have like an actual source on it, or is he like MSNBC should be done for good? Listen,
dude, all of the entire Sinclair Media Group needs to be in jail. That's where I'm at. They're all CIA agents.
This is almost kind of relating to what I was talking about yesterday about how like Democrat DAs and mayors aid and abet criminals. Like, they excuse their behavior and they let them out of jail. It's like, this is like, and you see this pattern everywhere with the media, with the elected officials, and it's like, fuck, man.
It's been a crazy morning, man. I mean, I was getting ready to talk about Article 4 of NATO being invoked, and now here we are talking about Charlie Kirk and whether or not he's gonna be here with us tomorrow.
Yeah, and I was playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and Pat comes in here. He's like, Charlie Kirk's been shot. I'm like, what? No way. I thought he was fucking with me, and I checked Twitter. I'm like, well, I can't play GTA right now. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No official source, just ex posters for what? Oh, for the stuff Luke was talking about. Yeah, I don't want to say anything unless it's like official. Sometimes I think sometimes Luke gets emotional about things too. Is it bad enough yet? Yeah, I think it's been bad enough, and we just keep getting more examples about it being bad enough.
Resist the Mainstream has video of Kirk being loaded into car, being sent to the hospital. Can't really see it. You can't see it or see anything now. Yeah, this is fine to show. I'll show this. This is just video of him being rushed to a car.
Mm.
You don't even see him. It's a bunch of dudes running him to a car.
Tyler, I'm curious. I wonder. I don't know if this would actually work, but like if you send me the link to you streaming stuff and I put it in my screen share, would it pop up on mine?
Well, here I could do this. What if I just?
You could probably also send him your audios.
Well, no, I could just do this.
In theory, you could send him all of yours, and he can send you his.
Well, no, look, I'm just sharing my screen now, and then Joey can choose to display it or not when he wants.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh yeah.
Here, I'll just have this video on in the background for now. This is just Kirk being rushed to a car. Even if it was Hillary, I would still be against shooting people with different or polar opposite options. This is effing sick. Yeah, but that's what I tweeted out today is how do we move forward as a country when half of the country would accept the death of someone that they disagree with? Not even encourage. Like, there's a percentage of people that encourage it, but I'm just talking about the people that accept it.
Our sergeant with a little light humor, I guess. Here he says, "If Charlie lives, I wonder if he's going to sound like RFK Jr."
Swampy Rumbles. I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat, but he said Charlie is/was a man of God. He would not want a retaliation.
Yeah, he's from the quartering. When you got raided the second time, he came by. So
who's Swampy?
I remember that name. Yeah, Swampy Rumble. I remember his name. Yeah.
Well, you guys want to talk about Article 4 of NATO?
Not really.
I know. It kind of gets overshadowed by domestic issues.
Right. What I was gonna do before you came on is I was thinking about just going inside the stage in my Discord and like if anybody wants to like talk and like speak say something or just vent. I was gonna give like an open forum to that. The audio would be picked up in the background for both of us, all of us, I believe. Nora, you said you couldn't hear last time, so I think that might be some sort of setting in Discord that you might need to adjust because that wouldn't make sense why you couldn't hear it. Kevin, we need a source. He's confirmed that. Yeah, we heard that like an hour ago, Kev. So I don't know.
Confirmed what?
He said he's confirmed dead, but that's what people were saying on X like an hour ago. So I haven't seen any new things saying.
I think people are just going off the video because I mean, if you watch the video, that would be the first assumption. Sure, but now there's other people saying that they're in the hospital with him and he's in critical condition.
I don't think Nick Sortor or Tim Pool would just say he's stable or / critical condition just to say it. You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean he's going to survive, but. I'm going to wait for these. I'm going to wait for the more measured people who report the stuff before I, make any.
Nick Sorter just gave an update as to 4 minutes ago. He said just to clarify, he's in stabilizing but critical condition, and he said just to clarify, he is not stable. He's still fighting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stabilizing. Okay.
He's not stable. He's in critical condition. He's still fighting for his life.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
Everybody keep praying.
If praying is your thing, absolutely is the time to do it.
Pray, feed.
Like I said, I don't care what religion you are. Pray.
Man, X is just blowing up right now.
Stable. Yeah.
September 25th is when everything changed. Yeah, we were just talking about the Irvania killing.
Yeah.
September 25th, September 10th. Right, today's the 10th. Yeah.
Not the B reporting he's alive, fighting for his life.
Yeah. It seems like that he's alive
The
fighting for his
AP
life.
is saying Charlie Kirk is in critical condition after being shot in Utah event.
I mean, there's like other things I want to talk about too, because there are updates to the Irvania thing and then the NATO stuff. It's hard to talk about any of that stuff when something so tragic like this happens.
Yeah, especially when so many of us are really on the train of just like, man, fucking cut all the funding for all the foreign bullshit. We need to get our shit together.
Well, this could be any one of us. This could be Joey or me in 5 to 10 years when, if we won't continue down the path we're on.
Shit, I'm be fucking in
just because these people disagree with you.
Yeah, just because someone doesn't like the things, just because someone doesn't like my opinions, I could end up this way. That's where we are.
Right.
Yeah. Redheaded Libertarian responded to an NBC report saying authorities do not have a suspect in custody, according to the Utah Valley University spokesperson. The school previously said in an alert that the police had a suspect detained, but apparently they do not. So that's even fucking...
Yeah, so, they got the wrong person.
So they did get the
guy
wrong person.
that we watched get arrested.
Yeah.
So must have been
they released that guy then?
They arrested the wrong guy.
Sick of Shitty Gov's theory about it being a troon is still open, I guess.
Yeah, I know, Swampy. I know we can move on at any point, but this is something that does need to be discussed.
Yeah, it's like, because we don't know, like we move on and then 5 minutes later there's an update.
Gateway Pundit already has an article on
this?
Gateway Pundit already has an article on MSNBC.
I guess we could try to move on, but it's difficult, man.
Well, I at least want to talk about the MSNBC stuff because it's in relation to it.
Yeah, we could try. We'll keep an eye on everything. And
I have it up on screen right now. If you want to display my screen, I'll pop it up for everybody over here.
Displayed.
What a wicked soul. MSNBC hack trashes Charlie Kirk just moments after he's shot. The radical left is already dumping on one of the most prominent conservative stars in the world just minutes after he was possibly assassinated. As the Gateway Pundit reported, TPUSH founder Charlie Kirk was shot at an event in Utah. His condition is not known at this time, but early reports do not look good. Current reports, like we've been saying, he's stabilizing, but he's fighting. Videos from the scene capture a single gunshot that struck Charlie Kirk in the neck as he addressed students under a pop-up tent during a Q&A session. I'm not going to show that goddamn video. But instead of praying for this remarkable man, MSNBC hack Katie Tur, remember that name, Katie Tur, bashed him on national TV. She, quote, said, Charlie Kirk is a divisive figure, polarizing, a lightning rod, whatever term you want to use. That was minutes after finding out he was shot.
Yeah.
She also speculated that the Trump administration would use this shooting as a justification for something greater. If you're a conservative, this is what the corporate media and the left think you are. Think of you, even when you are at death's door. One should not be surprised if a civil war erupts in the future. Wow, that's the Gateway Pundit reporting that.
Now, again, I want to, clarify. Fox News is mainstream media. Fox News has been nothing but respectful to Charlie Kirk. Will Kane, at the beginning of his show, even had a moment of silence for him and his family for prayer. So I give Fox News their due respect for actually treating this as an actual news story and treating Charlie Kirk with the utmost respect. So for all the other moronic news medias that are, doing this, especially Katie Tur, they all deserve to go to hell.
I make jokes in times of being upset. So the joke I'm going to make here is that Katie Tur, we should have an executive order signed by Trump to rename her to Katie Turd.
Mm-hmm. She's the new Amber Turd.
She's now Katie Turd, yeah.
Again, I know people have been saying that he's dead, but we still haven't seen anything official.
I don't believe he's dead from the reportings I've seen. Watching the video, my initial thoughts were he was, but I'm gonna go with the reporting because that's all we can go off of.
So if I just allow myself to play the idea out, right? There are reporters sitting in that hospital. If that doctor walks out of that room and is sad faced and takes off his gloves, The reporter doesn't give a fuck whether or not the cops have said anything to the parents or not yet. The next of kin.
Yeah.
That's gonna get out. So if we don't have a for sure, hey, he didn't make it from more than one source, just some random, you said it was like some drama news Twitter, so
yeah, this link that CTM16 just posted says he's dead, but like I said, for the last hour and a half or however long since it happened, like everyone has been saying he's dead, and he's not. He's it's not looking good. I'd put the odds at like 85-15%, but he's still not dead yet. And I think a lot of people are trying to get the jump on this story, and that's fucked up. That's ridiculous.
I know somebody who had a 4% chance to live, and they survived. So again, I'm not counting anything out. If he's a fighter, he's going to fight, and I just hope and pray that everything that he can survive this. That's exactly. I'm still in the camp. Miracles can happen.
Yeah, Swampy, and he's in my chat. He's saying that Tim Pool would have connections directly to Charlie Kirk, so there's no way he would lie about it.
No.
So if Tim is saying that he's here, then he's here.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I don't think Tim would lie about it. He would at most just like not tell us yet.
He would just there would be no comment.
The opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my. Joey, are you showing my screen?
Sympathy to Charlie Kirk's
you guys want to hear JB Pritzker blaming Trump for the shooting?
God.
Jesus.
My sympathy to Charlie Kirk's family and to Charlie Kirk, who obviously has, become a target for somebody. I don't know whether it's political violence because I don't know who did it. I know they seem to have somebody in custody. But I will say that political violence, unfortunately, has been ratcheting up in this country. We saw the shootings, the killings in Minnesota. We've seen other political violence occur in other states. And I would just say it's got to stop. And I think there are people who are fomenting it in this country. I think the president's rhetoric often foments it. We've seen the January 6th rioters.
January 6th.
Fucking cocksucker.
Tripped a new era of political violence.
Yeah, January 6th is what triggered the era of political violence. Go fuck yourself.
So it's another, how many different layers of they cry out as they strike you do we have here? Because this is exactly the rhetoric that gets pushed by the radical left. It's
update.
It's
Charlie Kirk shooter suspect is not in custody. They do not have the suspect in custody.
That's a good update.
So he's at large.
Because yeah, that's important. And apologies to that old dude for getting swept up in that if that's not him,
Oh, here's an update, guys. Same day. We just got another school shooting.
Yep.
Fucking what?
Where?
JCSO
Colorado,
confirming a shooting at Evergreen High School. At least 2 students have been shot and are en route to the hospital.
Oh, Jesus.
This is fucking ridiculous. This close.
The fuck is going on?
This Close TV reported 13 minutes ago that he's dead, and then Raw Alerts is like, no, he's not. Delete this. And then Gunther Eagleman posted that he's with God now 3 minutes ago. So people, you can really find out. You could really see who the fucking grifters are based off who's trying to get a jump on this fucking story, man. It's ridiculous.
Yes, and just specifically about Gunther Eagleman, the other day when India's internet line was cut down, Gunther didn't post for like 3 days. That fool is probably some Indian dude pretending to be an American. Fuck him.
This is crazy.
Again, AP is still reporting he is in critical condition.
Yeah, and you have pieces of shit like Drama Alert, for the second time now. They reported it 30 minutes ago. They're reporting it again that he died when we don't have confirmation, and then their justification for reporting it is source Real America's Voice, and they don't fucking link it. Actual fucking grifters, dude.
Unbelievable.
We don't know. We don't know if he's actually dead, but you guys just want to report on it to get that ad revenue.
That's all they give a shit about. That's all they fucking care about. Cocksuckers.
And then we wonder why people are so confused about what's happening in the world, because people would rather earn a few nickels off of some bullshit lies than they would actually get the story right and just respect people.
Scott Jennings, he's on CNN. He said, I sat in this room the night they shot the president, and now they shot Charlie Kirk. I'm not sure it's safe to be in an outspoken conservative walking out in America right now.
I don't know if there's any correlation, but man, I hear a whole lot of police sirens in the last hour. I don't know what the fuck, man, but it's crazy.
I can hear it in your background.
Yeah. It's always darkest before dawn.
Wild.
Trust me, off. We are not the only ones that feel this way. I don't imagine we're the only ones that feel this way.
Discord's glitching out, so I can only imagine that there's a whole lot of activity going on right now on
They're
the
probably
Discord
throttling a
servers
lot of
in
stuff.
general.
Yeah.
Right. There's probably a lot of monitoring. There's probably a lot of
massive uptick in
information
traffic
gathering. Yes.
why
So
I
just
told
for the
people-
sake of sanity, don't have weird ass conversations in rooms with strangers, people.
Mm-hmm. I told people not to post certain things in the Discord, and they're just like, "Oh, even for informative purposes." I'm like, "Dude, it doesn't matter."
Not right now.
Yeah.
There's so many different videos of this.
Man, my entire Discord just crashed. I wasn't even using it. But
Dude, they
somebody
might turn off
messaged me, I
Discord for a
went
little
to
bit
reply
if
to
it gets too crazy. They've done it
Yeah.
before. They've turned
And
Discord
people
off.
Yeah, man, people's fingers are like they're itchy, you know. People are looking for
We got a
something
taste
to
of that in
lash
the Discord
at because
earlier when you and I were in that voice chat. People are incredibly upset about this, rightfully so. But I just worry about where it goes.
Yeah, exactly. You know, people are trying to do what's right, and they're looking around them, seeing all kinds of bad things happen, and their instinct says to fight back against it, but they don't know who to fight against, what to do, where the fight is, so they go to Discord. And you know,
we have this from
they call that Fed posting.
We have this from Brian Atlas, host of the Whatever podcast. He is friends with Charlie Kirk, and he's pointing this out. Charlie Kirk has been targeted and unfairly characterized for years by leftists and leftist organizations. I wonder if the extreme rhetoric and hyperbole from the left had anything to do with this attack today. The SPLC has Charlie Kirk and his organization Turning Point USA on their hate map.
Mm-hmm.
Rhetoric like this is what caused this.
Good. I'm really glad to see much bigger voices than ours actually calling this out. That's amazing.
Well, yeah, because Brian Atlas isn't normally political. He just does his stupid dating podcast, which I call it stupid, but I like watching it every now and again. But even he's coming out and saying that, no, this is leftist. This is a leftist issue. They caused this.
Yeah. 100%.
Madness.
There is a way to fight. We must regroup and not lash out retardedly. Yeah, exactly, Swampy. We need to organize, and we need to have a cohesive response to this, and we need to do everything by the books.
Well, hell,
that's
weren't
kinda
we
what I was
talking about
talking
just
about
this the other day? People lashing out and burning some prime minister's wife. Wasn't
that was
like Indonesian or Nepal or whatever.
In the Himalayas.
Yeah, they like
so
they lashed out and they kidnapped her and burnt her alive, and I'm like,
they didn't kidnap her. They burned her alive in their home.
Still.
I'm just saying, and then there's other videos now of
alive.
politicians
like,
being
I thought
stripped
they
naked.
burnt her out in the streets. So if they took her from her home, I guess that was the kidnapping part.
No,
And
they
burnt
burned
her
the home.
outside of
I don't
her
even know if they
home.
knew that she was in there. They burned the home down.
Oh, but still, they burned.
But they
her
still killed her.
outside
The
alive.
result is still she died. But anyway, that's just
they
the
burned
reporting I've
all
seen.
of Parliament down.
Yeah, they burned all of Parliament down. They burned the Prime Minister's house down. They're hunting down politicians in the street, stripping them naked and beating them.
Exactly. So, like everywhere in the
Right,
world is
exactly.
starting to get all hot and heavy and things are shifting and
Well, and then that goes to
You can only squeeze people so hard.
that goes to what we see in Israel, Palestine, the escalation there. We're about to let Israel go in and take that. We see the escalation with Ukraine, Russia. Russia apparently sent fighter or drones into Poland. I don't believe it for a second. I think it was Ukraine. But it doesn't matter because if Article 4 of NATO gets invoked, now we have to have a discussion about invoking Article 5. And if Article 5 gets invoked, then all the countries in NATO have to respond. And then that's not even including the conflict in Venezuela that we see arising. We have war abroad. We have war here at home.
everybody's getting itchy again.
Yeah, and you cannot fight a war on every front at the same time. We have to secure the home. We have to get out of all of the random nonsense that's happening around the world. We have to stop allowing ourselves to be maneuvered into standing up for foreign nations at the detriment of our own. Like, you have ancestral heritage at some nation that is being oppressed. I get it. I'm not taking anything away from that. If you just have to face the reality that if we try to fight 65 wars at the same time, we fall, and now there's nowhere for you to run to be safe too. So just accept the reality of it and assimilate.
I'm getting messaged by my normie friends, and they're all saying he's dead because they keep seeing the videos.
Yeah, the videos are crazy, but and they're not wrong to to interpret what they see there as if it looks like he is.
Yeah,
but appearances can be deceiving.
Well, Tim did tweet 10 minutes ago that reports are saying that he's dead, but I still don't.
Tim tweeted that?
Right now, it's Schrodinger's
Yeah,
Kirk.
10 minutes ago.
Schrodinger's Kirk, yeah.
Tim said, say that again. Tim said what?
He said, oh my God, reports are 10 minutes ago that he's dead, but.
Yeah, but that's. Unless he's going to give a source on those reports, he might just be reading the same nonsense.
He's getting the same, he's getting the same slop that we're getting in our feed.
Now, someone said that a network that broadcasts one of Charlie Kirk's shows said that he was dead, but I'm still not seeing this from anything other than word of mouth.
Yeah, cite the source.
Again, like I said, it's
kind of like what the mainstream media does. Well, what's your source? Well, my friend said so, and he heard from another guy who heard from another guy.
Yeah,
and then the two sources cite each other, so technically there
and then it creates a feedback loop. Yeah, so we don't know until we know. Like,
yeah, Real America's Voice, which airs the Charlie Kirk show, says he has passed away, but
Donald Trump just said he's dead.
Are you serious?
Donald Trump just put it out of truth. The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead.
God rest his soul. You deserve better, brother. You deserve better. And thank you for everything
3
that
minutes
you've done.
ago.
Yep.
The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me, and now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family.
Is that a feed that you can give to us so we can just listen along and give him some?
Yeah, I thought I was sharing it. Sorry. It's right there.
You're good. Oh, you were reading. I see.
God damn it. Stupid alerts. Sorry for the damn alert. Got to turn it off on every single one. Jesus. Trump just announced Kirk. Yeah, we just read that.
It's on the screen right now.
I have it up on screen. They have a stage on the
Yeah, I saw.
Holy shit! Yeah, almost everyone that's ever active in the Discord is currently on stage. Where do we go from here?
I don't know if I could.
Long term versus short terms. You know, there's two conversations to be had.
Try to be as level-headed as possible, but it's really hard to in these types of moments.
And then the debate becomes down to is it level-headed to stay on the side of the people who are actively trying to kill you? Like you posted, Tyler, how do you move forward when half of them cheer when he's a political commentator, all else involved, right? He's involved in all kinds of things. I'm asking, does it matter which side got it? Is it the radical right that says, he was not gung-ho enough for this or that? Is it the radical left that says he was too gung-ho for this or that? Like, does it really matter at this point when half of, regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, when half of you're either in a situation where you believe that half of the people should and deserve.
I just got a notification that the Truth Social servers are down.
Damn. Yeah, I see that. Damn. So maybe Trump just got Truth shut down. So like if in this political environment, either you're on the left and you believe that half of the people in this nation, it's justified to do damage to them, or you're on the right and half of the political people believe that it's justified to do damage to you. Like, how do you bridge that gap?
Where's my money? Where's my money, bitch?
And Charlie Kirk is not even close to like extreme right wing. Not even close.
Killing It Sense just sent in a Rumble rant. He wanted me to read this. He said, "The way we move forward is that we continue with Kirk's message. We don't let the evil stain Charlie Kirk and his name. We follow in his footsteps, and we preach as he would."
Nora, can you repeat the message that you always tell people at the end of my show about hugging everyone you love and telling people close to you that you love them?
Tell your friends and your family that you love them every single day. Hug them extra tight, because you never know when the last chance that you'll ever get is. And I say that because of things like this. You never know when the last time that you're going to leave your house and not come back, or your family's not going to come back, because there are evil people in the world who take away the good. And it's shattering. But these evil people will not win, because there are good people left in the world who will keep fighting and won't let this stop. And I'm not calling for violence. I'm not calling for that, because Charlie definitely sure as fuck wouldn't want that. But he definitely would want everybody to expose the evil. He would definitely want the light to continue on in the world. And you do that by showing love. So tell your family and tell your friends. I don't care if you're a guy or not, and it's not macho, whatever. Fuck that bullshit. You tell your family and your friends that you love them and you appreciate them. Because you never know when the last chance is. to hug him a little extra tighter today.
Well, you know, I love all you guys. You know, 100%.
Love you too, brother.
Love you too, dude.
That goes for all three of you.
It goes for everybody watching.
Yep.
You know, sometimes we fight, sometimes we scuffle, but the love never leaves.
There's a few moments like this that everybody's going to have. Maybe you're younger, maybe you're older. If you're older, you already know what I'm about to say. If you're a little bit younger, maybe this is your first one. Maybe you've got another one that's in your memory too. But there are some things that happen in life that you're going to remember all of the details. You're going to remember where you were. You're going to remember who you were talking to, how you found out.
Yep.
You're going to remember who told the truth. You're going to remember who tried to fudge the details. And you're going to use it as one of the guidestones in your life that you use to sort of understand how the world is put together. And you know, a lot of people up until this moment, they probably would talk about, you know, more or less our generation, right? We all remember where we were when we saw the news for 9/11. We all remember where we were for a couple other things. A lot of people talk about remembering where they were when the whole Trump shooter thing happened. This one, I would argue, is a lot worse. It doesn't matter that he's a lower ranked individual. What matters is well, for one, rest in peace, brother. Our boy Charlie didn't make it. But for two, and Tyler, I'm sorry that you had to see this and have it etched into your memory. But everybody that saw that video, the video footage of Charlie, even if it's on a blurry phone, is a lot more impactful than that perfectly crisp, clear shot of the bullet with the blood tracing on it after Trump. This is, everybody here, you're going to remember this until you're old and senile and you don't remember anything else either. This is one of those moments.
And
I want time, breathe.
I want this message on screen to sit with everyone. Do not give in to what the left wants. Do not get violent.
Yep. Organize and we will bring Charlie justice.
And I think that, like, what I don't know the gentleman's name, Brian something, right? From whatever. He was like, what he's talking about there. We need, maybe this will be what I put a little bit more time into over the next day or two. We need to look into what the actual charges would be against the news broadcasters that are spreading lies, that are giving straight up fake news in terms of like who are the news broadcasters? Who are the people that decided not to show, like, for example, the DeCarlos footage for 3 weeks before we found out about it? Those people in the media are hiding the truth, and they are strategically shaping the narrative that our society lives under. The paradigm that we live in is established by what information we have available to us to think about, to process through. If they hide truths like this from us, isn't that a crime? Like, there's something in there, and this is a legal avenue to do it.
They lied to us by omission.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know, there's 4 of us on this panel right now we spend a pretty decent amount of time digging into trying to bring truths and whatnot. We got a little mini army of people who love truth in the audience here. If any of you knows anything about like FCC regulations in terms of honesty, what avenues are there to get ABC, CBS off of our airways if they insist on insulting the man who was just assassinated? Like, what was it, 4 minutes? Is that what you said? 4 minutes after they found out he got shot, give or take, 4 minutes after he was shot, they're on the news talking about how bad he is. They're creating the oppositional mindset in the people who don't understand that they're being lied to. Those are, as they've been called, the useful idiots. And I'm not insulting them. That's a technical term. They are the people who have been lied to that will defend the lie because they think you're lying. But this is...
I just have to address something real quick. There was someone in my chat calling for violence multiple times. I had to remove them. Guys, I'm not going to tolerate calls for violence in my chat.
Yeah, that's not the way.
Nope. No violence. That is not what Charlie would want.
I understand you're upset by this. I want people punished for this as well, but this is not the answer. Meaningless and senseless violence and retaliation is not going to help anyone.
Nope.
You know what?
It's not going to
the
bring
violence.
Him back.
Yeah, exactly. And the violence may remove one or two foul players from the chessboard, so to speak. But what it does is it lets the person who's moving the chessboard pieces put another piece into play. You don't actually win when that happens. Your government infrastructure changes and the people at the top may change, but they're still usually of the same bloodline. And I don't want to dig into some, they're usually of the same family or bloodline or communist line that wants to destroy your nation so that they can take it. Don't let that happen. That's one of the things that Charlie was speaking against. Don't let his death be used as the thing that pushes his enemies to win.
Yes. I'm going to bring Melted up here. He has some things he wants to say.
I'm actually going to mute myself for a little bit. So sorry, guys.
Okay. It's all right. This thing is rough, man. Okay. I don't know what the hell this is. What the hell?
Where'd you go?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Figure camo studio?
Yeah. I didn't have I had the my other camera that I haven't plugged in for like 2 weeks on.
I understand you want us to get ours, shitty gov, but we can't retaliate in an unorganized manner. That's why I said we need to organize in order to bring this justice for Charlie Kirk. If we just start lashing out, we will be no better than them.
No, violence is the last thing here. Charlie does not want to be a martyr he wants to be if any way I would think of Charlie. Obviously, Charlie Kirk was one of the few of the political speakers that I had full respect for, and I knew he would never grift on anything he would say. And I have bad things to say about tons of political commentators and everything, but Charlie Kirk had my full respect, and I loved his videos. I loved how he would talk to people and how he would actually talk with people. If they showed him respect, he would show them respect no matter what side they're on. And you see that these disgusting people do. And I do not. Violence is not the way here. This is the last thing that Charlie Kirk would want, that his family would want. We just need to find the man that did this and charge them correctly, have them go through the legal process, and whatever crimes they did commit here will be served and should be served to the fullest extent of the law.
Yes.
We do not need to have like what I see in the Tim chat saying this is our time to rise up and take over. No, this is not. This is not
exactly. If you think of this as a chessboard, that's exactly what they would want to happen. That's the type of response that they want out of this. And I understand that they're targeting our people, but like this is. You have different tactics based off of what you have, and right now the left, the Marxists, have a lot of institutional control, and that means our tactics need to be different than their tactics. They use these tactics like violence, media manipulation. We can't do that because they're looking for us to do that. If we respond the same way that they respond, then we fall into that trap, and things get even worse, and we can't have that.
And you know what? Maybe I'm sorry, just real quick, and then it's all yours, bro. You don't know those people in that Discord room, and agent provocateurs are real.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was gonna say. You see these people spamming in the Discord, spamming on YouTube chats. Dead internet theory is a real thing. Twitch proved it. These are bots that are paid for by existential governments from all different types of governments that are spamming our feed. They want us to go into a civil war. They want us to fight each other because we are the biggest power, and they want us to have infighting. They want us to increase our infighting. All these other countries, they want us to not You
They
know,
want us to destroy ourselves from within.
yes,
they don't want us to band together and see who the real enemy is. That's really what they want. They want us to continue to fight each other, and that's why they do what they do.
And this is why I'm telling everybody, do not do anything aggressive. Do not do anything violent. You need to sit down. You need to get control of your feelings. Yes, this sucks. This hurts. But this does not mean that we need to rise up. No, no, no. This means that we need to find the evil fuck who did it and hold him accountable to the fullest extent of the law.
This also means every time something happens and you get complacent, every time some political success happens and you get vigilant, just remember that this type of shit is around the corner, because Marxists will never relax. You will always need to be on your toes. You always have to be vigilant, and you have to focus every day like it could be your last day. You cannot get comfortable with this type of shit. You cannot get comfortable. And unfortunately, people fall into that pattern of getting comfortable. And you can't. You have to always be vigilant. This type of shit is always around the corner. You always have to keep one eye open.
This is just I just know it's. I have a friend that I've known.
Senseless.
I've had a friend that I've known since freshman year of high school. His freshman year, my sophomore year, and we've been friends for a very long time. And he's not a political person. He likes Trump, but he doesn't believe, like he doesn't vote. He thinks the system's rigged, and he's not a super political person. I don't talk to him about politics and stuff. If something happens politically, he usually hits me up about it because he knows I'm really into politics. He sent me the video on TikTok, and he's saying like he can't believe that Charlie Kirk died, and I'm shocked that he even he knew who Charlie Kirk was. And he's talking about how people were talking about it at his work, and some people were happy about it. And he's telling me that he's no longer going to talk to those people, and he's seeing the true disgust of what's going on. And I just told him, man, like, just don't think violent thoughts, bro. Don't just like let Charlie Kirk live, let his memory live on of what he said.
We're gonna have to nuke the Discord. There's so many people.
Yeah.
You know what, Melted? You just brought up probably the most I'm not sure how to phrase this, so I'm going to kind of fumble through it. Like the closest thing to a silver lining that there could possibly be in this moment, because in the same way that defining things happen and a group realizes that they're not the same as they thought they were. They're not actually as allied with the rest of the group as they thought they were. And then you have a split, like what recently happened with the right wing, where like MAGA versus the people who actually are just pro-Trump started to split more because of some of the things going down. The left, the line between the radical communist left, the radical violent communist left, and the more reasonable just people who are super lefties, that line is just getting way thicker today than it was yesterday. Because there are some things that even if they agree with them politically, they are not willing to agree with. Like your buddy right there, who recognizes that even though these people were friends and they've probably had some level of, maybe it's just cultural, but some level of political discourse where they aligned, now he sees a side of them where he's like, oh, no, I'm not at all on that team. And that pushes him a little bit closer to where now he's going to be associating with people that are a little bit more reasonable. Maybe he'll start to drift even further towards the right. So like, oh man, this is
I just pray.
Terrible day, but maybe that's the end result of what happens today. The far left is pulled to the right.
I just pray that this doesn't, because there's already people.
I just had to block like 4 people in the Discord because they're spamming me about what a pussy I am for not wanting violence.
That's terrible. That's just terrible. That's probably someone that glows in the dark, but the it's just the sad reality that that these people, they think violence is going to be the answer. What are we going to have? Just mass murder in the streets? Are we just going to have straight up war in the streets between people? There's people out there that know nothing about this. They're living their lives. This is not something that, unfortunately, like this, I can understand someone, people are just trying to live their lives out there. Charlie Kirk was a huge, huge part of probably all of our lives. But to other people, he's not that big of a part of their lives. I bet you they'd be upset that someone died, but they also don't need to be thrown into this. They're like people think that this is just left and right, like this is going to be like old timey Gettysburg Civil War. No, there's civilians out there in this world, guys. There are children. There are elderly people that are out in this world that do not need to have this violence brought upon them. Like, what do you guys not understand that are saying this? Obviously, I'm not talking to everyone in the chat, but the people that are saying we need to violence, no, you guys are not thinking straight. You guys are joining this mental problem that the left has, that they point and say, oh, you're trying to hurt us, as they hurt people that we love and care about. As
hurt people. They just need to have more empathy right now.
And that's the thing is I can understand, guys. You're tired of this. This is something that's been going on for years, and you've seen it. You know this was coming. There's something was gonna. Guys, you didn't know. You truly did not know what was gonna happen. What the stakes were. What the stakes are that you're putting up in this reality.
Okay, I gotta read something really messed up. And I'm going to read this one comment, and I'm not going to say who it is because everybody can read who it is. But why Charlie and not Harry Sisson? You don't choose one person's life over another. And then again, I don't care how disgusting Harry Sisson is. No, we don't call for that, period. And honestly, why Charlie over Harry? Because most of us wouldn't give two shits or a fucking giggle about Harry.
Trump announced it on Truth Social.
Because he's still a political commentator. I'm sorry, he announced what?
One life is not more important than another. It's just we wouldn't care nearly as much. Like, we would still care. It's like, oh my God, that's not okay. Like, I'm not calling for his death either, because again, that's just not right in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I don't know how you justify that. They take out one of our political figures, so we go and arbitrarily pick one of theirs to take out. That's stupid.
That's not okay, and that's unacceptable in every way, shape, and form.
And
Charlie's life was that short. Be respectful of the man.
They should have stopped with their post at why Charlie Kirk and then let the answer come to them instead of change the rest of that sentence. Just scrap it.
What like do these people not understand? Like, will this make you happy in the long run? Will you actually be happy with this violence? You remember, I feel sorry for the people who don't have loved ones and are asking for this violence, because you need loved ones in your life to think about. I have a grandma that lives in a high Democrat area. I don't want this to happen, and all of a sudden a bunch of Republicans start rushing Democrat areas. My grandma lives there, and I definitely know that a bunch of these idiot Republicans that I know won't be able to tell the difference. They won't be able to tell the difference.
They'll go but where are the lines drawn?
Where there is no, we're Americans. There doesn't need to be a line drawn here where who do we go with the violence after? This should never be a thing. This is something that I understand, but people are saying, oh, we can't take it to the courts because the courts are corrupted and blah blah. This is something that's beyond the corruption. This is something that's blatantly obvious that people would have to do. This is something that if all of a sudden they put this dude, they catch the dude that did this, and then a judge is like, we're not going to charge him because there's not enough substantial evidence. Even if there is enough evidence and it's seen, and they still don't charge this dude because he killed Charlie Kirk, and the judge doesn't care about Charlie Kirk. That judge will. There's no violence that should become of that judge, but that judge will feel the full extent of the law.
Villainous said that he thinks the internet's blowing up because now he's having even issues getting to Rumble or Discord. I wouldn't be surprised, dude. Everyone's probably rushing online right now.
I just can't believe my cousin sent me the video, and he sent me the video, and he's a busy guy, so he couldn't respond to what I said yet. But But then also, like, when my buddy sent me, like, I don't have TikTok, so he sent me a TikTok, and I tried to click on it, but
An
TikTok
eye for an
won't
eye
let me
leaves
watch
everyone blind.
videos.
Exactly.
Yep, 100%.
But it's unreal to me that the amount of people. I just
okay with this.
I just had to go into Timcast Discord, and I just had to get the attention of the mods because I told them to stop calling for violence in the VIP chat, and immediately 5 different people started calling for violence against me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. This is why
that's the same thing that happened to me right after 10-7. That kind of stuff. They just dogpile you.
Yep. That's why no one goes into the Timcast Discord anymore.
That's why I stopped going to Discord. Period, dude. I've taken a break from it really because it's not even worth it anymore.
It's the same like 8 or 12 people, but they don't technically violate a rule, so that nobody does anything.
This is the sad thing is that I 100% know that people in Timcast Discord are very glowy. There are people. This is just
okay. So I said it to Tyler today in a message to him in the Discord. It's like, I don't care if you have a difference of opinion, just maybe see somebody else's side and have a little bit of empathy. And honestly, I think that could be applied to everybody right now. You don't have to agree with everything that he ever said or did, but have some fucking empathy for him and his family, his friends. Stop calling for violence. Charlie Kirk was one of the people who stood up and said, don't do it. It doesn't do anything. He would rather fight you with his words, fight you with his intellect.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk always wanted to win on the intellectual battlefield. He did not want to win in actual warfare. He did not want us to enter a civil war. He wanted to convince the hearts and minds of young people. We do not do that by shooting them.
And this shows you how bad they were losing. That they had to go to this extent because Charlie was turning so many people. He was turning so many people that they had to go this far. They had to go this far just because they're losing. That's
exactly how you know our side is winning, because our side doesn't do this to them. Our side doesn't need to do this to them because we know they're wrong. We can show they're wrong. We can prove they're wrong. They can't do the same to us. So what do? They make sure we can't talk anymore.
And I just have to say one more thing. I praised Fox a little bit, and now I'm going to praise him again. They're flat out putting on there Charlie Kirk's assassin still on the loose. Thank you.
That was an assassination. That was absolutely an assassination.
Yeah,
it was.
So they flat out said his assassin is still on the loose, and it's like, thank you, Fox News, for reporting the actual news.
Oh my god! And I just see these disgusting fucking leftists talking about the death of Charlie fucking Kirk.
Yeah, I know.
Before it was even reported that he was confirmed dead, they were celebrating on Blue Sky.
This is just like a couple weeks ago when they were saying Trump was dead, and we were on Nightcap and we were like, oh, Trump is dead. What? Let's look at this trending, and it's all people going, oh, I hope who tricked me in saying Trump's dead? Like, oh, yeah, maybe next time we'll get him. Like, come on, this is fucking terrible.
Speaking of,
yeah.
I don't know. You guys can give me your insight on what you think I should do later. I assume there's not going to be any callers in the Timcast tonight either. So I don't know what should I do. I feel like I personally feel like inside of my stomach that I should not do Nightcap tonight because the style of the show. I don't know if that's what's needed right now.
You can put a poll out and see if anybody wants to come on and just.
I mean,
talk.
maybe it is needed.
Because it might be a good therapy session, but at the, because some people just might need to vent, but at the same time, we want to be respectful. So I'd say it's your call.
We've got people moderating the VIP chat, thankfully.
Yeah, I think they should just put it in slow-mo. I think they should copy each of the chats and then delete the old chats.
At this point, it would probably be safer.
Yes, you can mirror a chat, so mirror lounge and then delete the old lounge and then put it in like 30-second slow mode. That's what they should do.
Man. Bro, the rooftop Korean's going crazy.
I'm going to suggest that to Jessica. I don't think she knows how to do this stuff, though, like, because they don't have anybody in that fucking Discord.
I know, or they're Discord tarded. I know how to do it, though.
Yeah, well, a lot of us know how to do a lot of things, and that we tried to tell them how to do.
But you're not mods.
Yes. Well, I don't think mods can delete a channel, so.
No, that's a staff thing.
Yeah.
It's not even about what you know.
I don't even.
I want people to be able to say what they want, but it's about protecting the server at this point. The things that people are saying could get the server goofed.
Yes, people are also emotionally lashing out, so the slowdown will help that. I've obviously told people, I don't think it's going to happen in my Discord, but I told people to. She doesn't know how to delete all the chat. Jesus Christ, man. Is there a way you can explain this to her simply? It's like you literally just right click. You just right click.
Oh man.
Yeah, you just fucking duplicate the channel.
16 hours ago, Charlie Kirk. This is a screenshot from when it was 16 hours ago. So recently, Charlie Kirk posted a screenshot of Arena looking right up into the face of DeCarlos. And he said, America will never be the same. Yep. And now today, the same screenshot alongside a screenshot of Charlie falling off of the chair with a gushing section of blood. It does actually look like it's coming out of his left collarbone and splashing against his throat. So it may be that he actually got hit in the left axillary region. So like the shoulder right in here, because you have blood vessels that feed the entire arm that are pretty large and they're under pressure and they're pretty close to, because like your heart's still chilling here, right? Your aorta comes up and goes over and it branches off into the axillary arteries and the carotids, right? Come off of those. And so there's a pattern to it, not important. It does look almost like he got hit right around here. And it bounced up and sprayed him in the neck. If I have the screenshot up, I don't know if I really want to share it to everybody, but I'm looking at it right now.
Don't show it.
But the rooftop Korean is posting now, right in line with what Charlie was saying a day or so ago, posting these two screenshots saying September 2025 is when everything changed. That's Tony Moon.
2025 is definitely going to be a year to remember.
Yeah. I mean,
we still got to get through tomorrow.
We're not even done with the year yet. We still have 3 months.
Today.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through the day. We're barely halfway through the day.
Yeah.
Bro, it's not even 2:30 p.m. where I'm at. We're over here and I still got almost 10 hours worth of today left, and I already have the killer of Arena is accusing the government of MK Ultraing him and controlling him into killing her. The Pam Bondi and Kash Patel and them have now jumped in and said they're filing federal terrorist charges against DeCarlos, and then this.
And then apparently there's a school shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And the school shooting, right? That happened, and I didn't even get to it.
There's so much news today. It's hard to cover everything.
And we're still trying to catch up.
We haven't even talked about NATO, really.
Too.
I have to eat a little bit of something. I haven't eaten all day.
I know. I got me a nice fancy sandwich. I was all happy, and then I got this news, and now I'm depressed.
I started up a pizza before I burnt the shit out of the pizza because I just was lost in this topic. And family member got home and he was like, I turned off the oven, and I'm like, oh shit. And I go down there and I'm like, sorry, I'm just so caught up in what happened. He's like, I was talking to my boss about it. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And he's like telling me, he's like, yeah, me and my boss were talking about it. And I was telling my boss that conservatives aren't going to put up with this anymore. And it's just
scary. That's scary talk right there.
But he's not a violent person, and he just knows that there's already people there's conservatives that are already pushed too far. There are crazy people on both sides of this. Oh, did Sean have to leave?
Hmm?
I just had to tell them in VIP chat. They keep deleting
loading
messages
right
from
now,
this
and it's
one
loading
dude.
a
He
little
just needs to
slow,
get
so it
goofed.
seems like it's a little bit popular, but if you don't, Charlie's last post.
I'm going to be a positive person today. I'm not going to say anything about the Timcast Discord,
and I'm going to share it.
Yeah, we're trying to tell them to.
I have Charlie's
I've sent them
post.
2 messages of this one guy. This guy just
it.
needs to be goofed from the server. We can't, guys. The Discord is a leftist company. They're not going to tolerate. They barely tolerate conservatives. They're certainly not going to tolerate conservatives calling for violence. We cannot be doing that on their Discord.
It doesn't matter if it's a leftist company. I don't think any platform. I don't think True Social,
any platform, yeah,
or should be allowing this to happen.
Yeah, when someone was getting upset, that was they tagged me in the VIP chat because I muted them only from this live stream, not from all future live streams. I muted them from this live stream because they were calling for violence, and I said calls for violence are not a protected form of speech, and I will not tolerate them in my chat.
Yeah, I've never seen that guy in VIP.
Yeah, them's
before.
fighting words.
I've never seen that guy in VIP before. You got a lot of people I haven't seen in a while popping up, or at all, really.
Bunch of feds and fucking instigators, man.
Yeah.
This is why it's annoying.
Agent provocateurs.
This is why it's annoying that they don't trust any of the mods, because like this is an emergency situation to put the. I said to put it on 30 seconds to slow mode on 30.
Yeah,
seconds,
and if you and I could at minimum delete
the
messages.
They should delete just duplicate each fucking main chat and delete the old ones. It's literally not difficult to do.
They're boomer. I can't. I'm not. I'll get.
Oh, I see what
I'll
you're
be saying. I'll be saying awful things. I just can't. I can't say it.
Yeah, I have 5 people in the chat that I've blocked now because they called for violence against me. Fucking Dr. Pants even called for violence against me.
Yeah, I got that guy blocked too. Every once in a while, I unblock him just to see if he's gone insane again. But there's a few of them I got blocked, and I just keep them blocked. If I can't remember why I blocked you, I'll give you a couple days or whatever to prove that you don't deserve to be blocked. But I'm not.
Someone in the chat just apologized. He's acknowledging that he's getting emotional. He said, I should have never said what I said earlier. I was reacting emotionally, which is not something I should do. I apologize to the chat. See, at least some people are realizing they're reacting emotionally.
Good. Shout out to that person.
That's what they want. They want us to react. They want us to react emotionally. They want us to our emotions to go into an overload, so we don't think and we do drastic things.
Yeah, the left is itching for someone to go and do this to someone on their side, so that way they can justify it. If in the next week, 2, 3, 4, even a month from now, if anything happens to a leftist person, they're going to use this situation to justify why it happened.
It's gonna be riots in the streets. It will be riots in the streets.
We can't give them what they want, man. That's exactly why I said exactly why I tweeted out. I said, do not give the left what they want. Do not get violent. We need to organize and bring Charlie Kirk justice.
Yeah, you have to push properly.
The only conservative gatherings that should be going on right now are in mourning of Charlie Kirk, and that is it. And that is the only thing that should be happening there is mourning Charlie Kirk, and then everyone goes home and we pray. That's all that should be happening. There should be no calls for violence. There should be no ideas of violence. Do not let yourself be turned into a stooge by our government or other governments.
Exactly. So Clint Russell posted his final post was prophetic and shared Charlie Kirk's last post. I have that sharing on the screen right now. At 10:30 a.m. this morning. So what? An hour and a half before he was shot. At 10:30 a.m. this morning, Pacific time.
Okay.
Charlie posted, if we want things to change, it's 100% necessary to politicize the senseless murder of Irina Zarutska, because it was politics that allowed a savage monster with 14 priors to be free on the streets to kill her. And then he posts a 1 20 second long clip of Carolyn Levitt that
Why did
I'm gonna
it
hit
just-
play on.
It's weird. Hold on. Give me a second. It
Yeah.
copied your screen again for some reason.
I know. I
what's going on.
see what I'm doing wrong. I'm gonna link it properly. There we go.
I don't know.
Just let me know when to go. You're good. Take your time.
No, I'm just
No, the thing I shared, Sean was sharing something, and like I
Oh.
put it there, and it just showed his face for some reason. Yep, still doing that. Okay, I don't understand why it's doing that.
Just send it to Joey in Discord and he can pull it up.
Yeah, I can do
but
that.
even
Just as
like,
easy.
like the whole OBS room looks fucking weird right now. Like I have me here, Tyler here, Nora has her thing blacked out. This is a screen share from
I just have to.
Tyler, I believe. And then Sean's screens, for some reason, Sean's screen share, because like he's the only camera that's not up here. It's like showing his when I copy the link, it's just his camera.
Oh,
You
wait,
know,
here,
he's
you know what
sharing
I should
something.
do, Joey? Because I'm giving you my virtual cam. It would actually be smarter if I gave you my direct NVIDIA cam. There we go.
Okay. So, yeah, you're good.
Now I'm better. That should be better for your viewers.
For some reason, the link that Sean is sharing is only
that's
just showing
not
him.
right.
It's weird.
Oh, wait, now that I'm doing that, I could
It's
just
only
show...
showing me. That's weird.
See that. There we go. Because now you guys can see me and everyone here. There we go.
I just sent you the link, Joey. I'm gonna end my share because it's not working right. It's on the Discord in your DMs.
I got it. Okay.
And this is the last post Charlie has, apparently.
We want things to change. It's 100% necessary to politicize the senseless murder of Ernia Zarutska because it was politics that allowed a savage monster with 14 priors to be free and on the streets to kill her. But you notice here how he's not calling for people to go get violent over this. He's calling for people to organize and win through politics.
Should we play the video? Play the video.
It's only about a minute 20.
On August 22nd, Irina Zarutska was stabbed to death on the rail system in Charlotte, North Carolina by a savage career criminal.
Her life story, I think, will be told both in the United States and Ukraine for years to come. What do you think the importance of this story is most fundamentally?
Tim Pool is now canceling all future live events.
This was one of the coldest, most senseless murders I've ever seen.
What was that?
Tim is now canceling all future live events in the wake of this.
Yeah, I figured that was going to happen.
She had no interaction with this guy whatsoever. She was sitting minding her own business, and he just takes out a knife and just decides to stab her. I do say this with some form of just heaviness. I don't like politicizing situations like this, but it just necessitates it because there are so many dynamics at play here. Based on the information evidence we have, the attacker did say, "I got that white girl." The attacker racialized it in his own telling of this situation. And we all know this. Any honest observer of your program knows this, including Van Jones even knows this deep down, which is that, of course, if a random white person on a subway took out a knife and stabbed a black girl senselessly to death, there would be massive media coverage. There would be policy changes. There would be people having to apologize for this. We saw this in George Floyd. And yet, for whatever reason, this situation has not garnered even a fraction of that kind of outrage or backlash.
That's why he was killed.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around that he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. I just hope X doesn't. I don't want to see any Charlie Kirk X accounts that are fake.
Elon is furious over this. I don't think we will be seeing that. I think you would I would expect Elon to goof every single account that tries to take advantage of this.
What's Elon saying?
Elon, in the wake of this, called the left the party of violence.
And I hope, because when just like with the Elon and Trump split and all that stuff, I hope this is something that needs to bring us together. I think this will be something that does bring us all together again, as people that we may not have full agreements on things, but we do have common respect for each other, and that's how it should be. It shouldn't be this MAGA and like
V brings up an excellent point. We do need to bring this up on the chat. Tyler, do you think they will just fake someone on the right trying to get vengeance? Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. We need to be aware of false flags that could arise from this too.
There will 100% be false flags. Just like the school shooting that happened a month back or so. That was just how the book, what they say in the book, it was obvious, like just like they were trying to cause their own flag right there.
Their violence is out of desperation. That's a chat I got. Absolutely. Their violence is out of desperation because 100%. They can't win. They cannot win in the battlefield of minds. They cannot win in the battlefield of debate, so they have to escalate it because they know they will not win. That's the only way they win is if they escalate. That's why we can't escalate with them.
No, Nora went to get food. Just want to throw. Somebody asked where she was. She went to get food.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't blame her.
They want you to get so mad that you're dumb and you give up the strategy that you are using right now to actually defeat them, because all the systems are falling apart little by little by little. Some of them are being built and replaced. Yes, you can be diligent about those as well. Don't get me wrong, but there's a reason why they want you to abandon that fight and take to the fight to the streets. And it's because that allows martial law, and then your rights don't matter.
And then it's not about winning a debate at that point. It's just about might makes right at that point. And that's what they want, because they know they're not going to convince you. They know that their ideas aren't correct. So the only way they can win is might makes right. They escalate it to violence. We escalate with them. And then now they have an opportunity to win.
Exactly. Breaking Trump orders flags to fly half-mast in honor of Charlie Kirk.
They should. Absolutely should.
Bravo.
And then I want to read this chat we have from Dagnar. He said, I'm not reacting emotionally. Every single leftist who called for violence against the right needs to be arrested for inciting violence. Every single fucking one of them. Absolutely. And that's not a call for violence. That's a call for justice.
Exactly.
The fullest extent of the law.
Throw the goddamn books at these people. But us saying that, Melted, is apparently weak because we're not escalating to the point of violence like these people are.
Don't allow these people to get in your head. These are people. There is a reason why I no longer go into that Discord, is because like a lot of those I met Joey in the Discord. I've met a lot of good people in that Discord.
All of us in the Discord.
Yeah, I wasn't in the Discord meeting Tyler. I met Tyler through you on Rumble, but and I think I probably talked to Sean on the Discord, but I've found the sane ones. I found the ones in the Discord that I'm willing to call my friends. I'm the ones that I love very dearly. I love all of you very dearly. No matter how long I disappear for or anything, I want you guys to know that I think about you guys often, and that you guys are important to me in my life. And it just saddens me to see people go into that Discord where I have fond memories of people and hanging out with people and talking with people, and they just throw poop at the wall in there. Literally. They just are throwing garbage at the wall, hoping it sticks, hoping that they get a little bit of interaction from somebody in that Discord because they just can't handle themselves emotionally.
And let me give you guys a beacon of hope here. This is anecdotal, but I'm getting a lot of messages from family and stuff that are not political, and they're left-leaning, and even they're saying that this has gone too far.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys said it or not, but Trump ordered flags to be flown at half-mast.
Yeah, we just read that.
I just read that out. Nora,
but it's a good thing to reemphasize.
The white pill here is that this is a massive L on the left. If we do not retaliate with violence, we will win more people to our side. I already see it happening. There's so many people that are looking at this today, and they're going to switch to the right over this.
Well, they're going to go back to what the
love
center
and empathy.
Yeah, this is a an Overton window correcting moment, because right now what we generally consider right wing Trump, right? Trump is a moderate Democrat by the 1990s standard. But if you look at him by today's standards, he's among the farthest right that's allowed to be in politics. Today, after the things that have happened today and this past 2 weeks, even just this past 2 weeks, just this 1 month, the people that are sane and calling themselves left right now are going to still call themselves left, but they're going to move closer to the 90s left. And then the actual right wing is going to be in the conversation again, versus the left that's just not as left as the radical communists.
I hate to think that it in order to get to that point, it required Charlie Kirk to get assassinated.
I agree.
That just fucking bothers me, man. It shouldn't have gotten to that point.
No.
I just hope.
Hey, I got a phone call. I'm gonna dip out for 1 second.
You're good, Sean. And I've this might give some of you at least a little bit of a chuckle. This is something Atmore said in the chat, and I did find it funny. Let me find it again. Where did he say it? God damn it, I just lost it. There it is. No, there it is. That's not it. God damn it. Fuck, where did it go? Hang on. It was funny. I promise it was funny. I can find it. There it is.
There's a manhunt.
Sorry, Nora.
Manhunt under. Can I say it just really quick? Manhunt underway for his assassin. There you go.
There's a delay. I wasn't trying to cut you off. Sorry. What I was trying to say, I just found the message. This might give some of you a chuckle. If you really are that heated and you want to say all the evil things that will jeopardize a Discord server, please go to the Destiny server. They welcome all.
I just what's making me mad here. This is the last thing I'm going to say about the Timcast Discord. Why are you guys talking about defending the server? Because this is obviously something wrong. Like this is we're trying to defend the server. No, this is just this is wrong to say. This is the completely wrong thing to say. It almost sounds like you are agreeing with these people, but you're just defending your little space that you have, so it doesn't get deleted from the ether.
It's more so about we don't want there to be we don't want there to be anybody who says something and then encourages somebody else to do something. To me, it's not necessarily about protecting the Discord. It's making sure that these people don't emotionally wow each other up.
Yeah, my day won't change if the Discord gets deleted in 5 minutes from now, but I would like to have the community to go to.
I understand that, but it shouldn't just be like you guys are risking the Discord. It should be like this is wrong. This is something you guys should not be saying. Think about this. Think about what you're saying, and will this make you happy? No, this will not make you happy. If you have loved ones, imagine your loved ones being a part of a civil war. This isn't going to be this isn't going to be some Gettysburg where you're sitting where you think you're going to be at Gettysburg sitting down.
Nah, dude, wars change. Just look at what's going on in Ukraine and Russia. I do not want that for me or my family. I don't want war.
No.
This is what the sad part is. If America had a civil war, it would be probably if the U.S. Civil War is one of the bloodiest wars of all time. It is the bloodiest war in American history.
Yeah, and the only one that would ever top it is the second.
Yes, this is way past this point, guys. There's too much knowledge of everything on both sides to cause mass devastation. This is something no one should be pushing.
1 second, I'll be right back.
Nobody. Yes, the left push it all the time, and I disavow that, and I think it's awful. Do not stoop to their level. Do not stoop to being at their level. It's not right. And the amount of people that I'm seeing that are calling for violence in the Discord and during the Timcast live stream,
you're right. I mean, we don't really even need to give them any airtime. It's low IQ people, it's instigators, it's people acting emotionally. Go down the list.
I understand grieving, and grieving is fine, but calling for violence is unacceptable in any way, shape, or form.
I think I don't even know if you guys heard what I said. I don't know. But
I heard before that last sentence.
Yeah. So the it's funny too. I thought Nora was just straight up talking over me too. I was like, "What the fuck, Nora?" But it was me being muted. But
I saw you moving. I was like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah. But damn, I can't even think of what I was saying. I had a really good point to be made. How many of these people truly cared about Charlie Kirk, or just they're trying to get a reaction out of people? Because that's all that they have in their lives is to get reactions from people on the internet. That's how shallow these people
or how many people have the real goal in mind to just foment the next civil war, and they see this as an opportunity to inch people towards it.
And how many like people are like, I don't know. I am not at a point in my life where I'm honestly, my life's going well. I just got a new job. I got, everything seems to be going up for me. And then it's literally 20 minutes before I get off work and I hop into Joey's stream and he's playing GTA and I'm sitting in there like, oh, I was playing in San Andreas, I got a comment. I need 2 number 9s, a double large with X, I got to do the whole meme. And then the next comment is Charlie Kirk has just been shot. And I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? What am I thinking, dude? I'm being a jokester right now. Like I was being a jokester and I hear this news and I'm just like, bro, I know. I wanted to have a happy day. I wanted to, get off work and enjoy my day. Borderlands 4 is coming out in 2 days. I was going to stream some Borderlands 2 tonight. Now I was
just looking through Twitter and Lauren Boebert tried to do a prayer for Charlie Kirk and the Democrats just started screaming on the floor. Ridiculous. They can't even pretend to be normal human beings.
And this is why we do not call for violence. This is why we continue to do what we're doing.
Just let them show their colors, man. Let them show their colors.
Exactly. I am not a religious man, but I do pray. I do pray for Charlie Kirk. I'm not a very religious man, but I think prayer is a beautiful thing, and I think it's good that people are praying. And
as I said, I don't care what religion you are, just pray.
Let them. So even if you aren't religious, if you're an atheist that doesn't believe there's anything out there, I want you to understand the beauty of prayer and calling for good things upon people you may not know.
Putting that good energy out there.
Yes, it's even if you don't think this good energy is real and we're all just a bunch of atoms stuck together and we're just living blobs of atoms. I don't care. There's a beauty in the fact that people will pray for others that they do not know. They only know through YouTube. Charlie Kirk doesn't know who I am. He didn't know who I was. But Charlie Kirk affected my lives in such ways. Like it's unreal. It's unreal. And someone did say in the chat, I forget. I was gonna say something about it.
I know I haven't been reading the chat. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry, guys. I've just been looking at other things. I believe someone said, no offense to you, whoever said it. You said that this is the Gen X 9/11.
Yeah, I remember that chat. Yeah.
This is not. The 9/11 was such a. It brought both sides together. 9/11 was something that, even if it was for bad, the reason why it brought us all together, no matter what you believe, it's they wanted this to happen because of the oil, Tower 7, whatever. This is something that is not bringing us together. This is something that is separating us farther apart every day.
I mean, look.
This is showing you
what we just talked about with Lauren Boebert. She's trying to pray. She's just trying to have a moment of silence and have a prayer for this guy who just lost his life. His family's probably in mourning right now, and they won't even let her have a moment of peace for that.
You know why that is, Tyler?
It's because they know the prayer works.
No, it's because they don't see us as human, Tyler.
That too.
They don't see us as human. They see us as that's. I say things about the Holocaust and stuff like that, but what was the Nazis' first thing that they did to try and gain power over these people? They didn't see them as humans. They tried to put out there that they weren't humans. They showed them as roaches and rats. They dehumanized them. And that's what the Democrats have done to us. They have dehumanized us to where you watch a man get shot and bleed out in a college and you yell and scream as there's trying to be prayers for him. The disgust.
No, absolutely disgusting.
Every flag. Even the ones that are in other countries, Trump. I want every flag,
our embassies
every
at half
American
mast.
flag. You know what? I'm
sending you something that Bush just sent me. I think I saw this scrolling through Twitter before, but it's a little eerie.
The White House is half-mast right now.
Can you send it to me as well?
Well, I'm sending it to Tyler because he'll share it on his stream.
Posted yesterday by FBI Director Kash Patel.
Yeah. No, just read the message. This was posted yesterday. Read the message that she screenshotted. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me pull this up. So, Libs of TikTok is sharing this. Looks like an account. Charlie Kirk is coming to my college tomorrow. I really hope someone evaporates him literally. And then replying today, let's just say something big will happen tomorrow. Or that was yesterday, sorry.
That was yesterday.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Today's the 10th. That was the 9th. So let's just say something big will happen tomorrow. This account needs to be found. I don't care if he's the actual gunman or not. Throw him in prison.
He knew something, clearly.
That's disgusting.
Well, it's a call for violence. Quite literally a call for... He said literally. That's a call for violence. So even if he's not the shooter, he needs to be found and jailed. Just like someone in my chat was saying earlier, any single person calling for violence over this or any other situation similar needs to be having the book thrown at them. It's time. It's too far.
You know what I fear, Tyler, is that account right there is just some Indian dude getting paid 6 cents to post whatever the whoever pays them to post something online. Like we
need our own great firewall like China has.
This is I think the internet is truly dead. And I think people that are calling for violence and such things, there are real people out there that are doing it, but I also believe that there are feds.
How many different countries right now do you think are running bot accounts, or not even bot accounts, literally just running call centers, putting these tweets out, trying to foment the civil war?
All of BRICS, Israel has investment in doing that. The UK has investment in doing that. Even non-government entities have investment in that, such as BlackRock. Other U.S. powers, people that have power in the U.S. have opportunities to do this and understand the value of doing this.
Apparently, Tim is live and he's in shambles on this.
I tuned into Tim's stream for a second and I looked at the chat and I was just full of disgust and I had to leave.
Okay, so we had somebody in our chat ask if flags have ever been lowered for civilians before. Yes, they do.
What was that? What was the question? I'm sorry.
If flags are ever lowered for civilians.
Yes, they have been.
Yeah.
And saying Charlie Kirk, this isn't a battle or anything, but Charlie Kirk was he was a part of this battle that was trying to change the minds of people and develop people's brains and make them think harder about life and think harder about, like, he was the number one soldier in that battle of trying to change the youth and show the youth the true way of trying to improve and better yourself. This isn't like, oh, Charlie Kirk was this Andrew Tate. No, this Andrew Tate dude. No, he wasn't like that. He wanted just to expand your mind and have you think harder about life, not sell you some plan or some book about how he thinks or anything like that, or sell these courses online. No, this dude would go to colleges and obviously is risking his own life to spread his messages.
I never thought that this would end like this.
It's not, and that's the sad part, Nora. It's not over. It's not the end.
I know.
This isn't the end of this.
But I just didn't think it would end for him like this.
No, it's upsetting. I hope and I pray that his son grows up to understand how strong his father was and how impactful his father was on hundreds of thousands of young adults in the world. And I
pray for his wife and his 2 children.
I pray that his son understands the value that his
soon
dad had
officials
in the world.
give an update on Charlie Kirk's assassination. They just had an update.
Who did?
They said soon. Fox News just had an update that soon they're gonna have an update on it.
Okay.
An update that they're gonna have an update. Oh,
Yeah, soon they're having an update. Something's coming.
Come on, Fox.
And I need more tissues.
The Quartering tweeted, Charlie Kirk did everything the right way. He encouraged proper debate. He loved his wife. He loved his kids. He loved God. The left still killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brett shared video. Visitors in the house gallery repeatedly shout and heckle Lauren Boebert's request for a moment of silence on behalf of Charlie Kirk.
It's bullshit.
These disgusting fucking people, bro. And this is why they will lose, guys. This is 100% why they will lose.
MSNBC host, hateful words leads us to hateful actions.
Are they talking to themselves?
No, they're saying that Charlie's words were hateful, and that led to hateful actions against Charlie.
But I was already saying, man, the mainstream left is already trying to set the narrative that he brought it upon himself.
MSNBC, a company that thrives on freedom of speech, calls for words of hatred to bring on violence to you, and it be okay.
Yep, and Fox News is blasting them for it.
Yeah, Nick's order is reporting as of just a minute ago. The shooter is at large.
Mm-hmm.
Boosh, let's not pull up any photos of this Omar person that was on X. It's not a good move. This person should not be given the spotlight. That's what they want. That's what these people want, is the spotlight brought upon them. They don't care the consequences as long as they do have that spotlight. It is a mental derangement that people have of being, the pick.
I have a piece of shit in my chat that just said that it was a good thing he died. I'm gonna block him from my server.
6 p.m.
They just said
at 6 p.m. The officials are going to give an update on Charlie Kirk assassination. That's what they said.
Okay.
So,
report them for
6 p.m.
promoting terrorism.
I would assume 6 p.m. Eastern time, because it's Fox News and they are in New York. So that would be like 8 minutes from now.
It just saddens me, and then I see all these people on Rumble with, like their streams about to start. I see Sinowski about to start his stream, and I really hope that he doesn't talk about anything else but Charlie Kirk. I think today is the day that we don't care about other news going on. This is the importance of trying to stop the violence that people are pushing, and we just try to just have a day of mourning and understanding.
How are things gonna be different going forward? I mean, people that do, there's other people that do things like Charlie Kirk do. Are they gonna have to sit behind bulletproof glass while they speak to people?
I don't think we're gonna see any live presentations for a while now, Tyler.
I don't blame them.
I don't either. I don't blame. When Tim talks about some of the threats that he's had, and I'm just like, I completely understand why Tim would want to cancel
situations like this that really put that in perspective.
100%. And and there wasn't a big threat like probably given to Charlie Kirk before this. This is all we've seen is this Omar dude on Twitter tweeting this. It wasn't this big thing, and it just shows that
he's been physically assaulted before, but it's nothing major.
Yeah,
he's never been like shot or stabbed. Yeah. This is the first,
and it's
Clint said that apparently Crowder stopped doing the Change My Mind because of threats like this.
And Charlie didn't want to stop because Charlie's like, I'm not going to back down. He even went on Tim Caston said it. He's not going to back down. He wanted to continue to do this. He wanted to use his intellect to be able to change the hearts and minds of people and to educate people. And if he could stop and get somebody to think, hey, maybe I'm wrong, or to even just look into what they believe a little bit harder, he did his job. And honestly, that's what I think the rest of us need to continue to do, especially in this situation. We need to find out our facts. We need to be able to go and spread the message and let people know that these are the facts. This is what happened. Just we need to spread his word and his message. Everybody needs to continue to do better. No, I wasn't always a massive Charlie Kirk fan, but you better believe I loved when he put a leftist in their place. It was really super funny. Did I agree with him on everything? God, no. But he was a very intelligent man, and I respected him.
I heard a quote once that in war, the strong men die first, and it seems to be even true in a culture war.
Yep.
In a war of voice and mind, and trying to understand the thoughts of others, and trying to show them another way, and it's I wish, like I can handle gore and stuff like that. Like we talked about this the other night on Nightcap. I can handle gore, but I just have the video just playing back and forth in my head over and over, and it saddens me.
Atmore sent me that video. I couldn't stop crying for over 5 minutes.
I got back to you guys saying that that the video made you cry. Did you guys play that video right now?
No, I hope we do not.
I'm not. I refuse to play that on stream.
If it's everywhere. If you guys want to find it, you can find it easily.
If you wish to be scarred for life, you can go find it yourself. I don't want to do it to you.
We have an official update in 3 minutes, so I'm watching. And
do we?
I have, from Fox News. I have the voice of that man when it happened, just screaming, "No, Charlie!" And it's just awful.
Well, sorry, I had a phone call. I had to catch up with somebody that I haven't talked to in a while. That ironically, they call me and they say, "Did you hear the news?" So did I miss anything? Catch me up on when I was away.
We've just mostly been talking about our feelings on the situation and
just stuff revolving around the issue.
Sorry, you got a phone call.
And I think Joey was crying too, but he doesn't want to be seen on stream crying.
I got a phone call.
Was it about someone asking you about this?
Someone talking about this.
Yep,
that's what Sean just came back from.
It's sad that it's sad that it had to be that it has to go this far. It has to go this far for people to see. I believe what they're going to see the truth now. Yeah. And it's sad that
I have the update from Fox.
Okay, go ahead.
Putting it on
the screen.
I'm putting it on screen right now.
On screen.
Update from Fox. Quote from Turning Point USA. That's with a heavy heart that we confirm that Charles James Kirk has been murdered by a gunshot that took place during Turning Point USA's The American Comeback Tour campus event at Utah Valley University on September 10th, 2025. May he be received in the merciful arms of our loving Savior, who suffered and died for Charlie. We ask that everyone keep his family and loved ones in your prayers, and we ask that you please respect their privacy and dignity at this time.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be missed.
From 2 minutes ago. I don't know if that was their big update, but it's...
No, some lady's coming to a podium.
Oh, are they doing a speech?
They're
doing throw that on the screen too.
Yeah, here, that's on Fox. Oh yeah, here.
Yeah, Fox News.
Oh, that's the White House. Oops.
It's probably live, but they're not ready yet, so they're just showing
me...
some movement. They're showing the flag at half-mast. It looks like
right there, Fox Live.
Okay, so
yeah, the Fox is on right now. Or well, the 5 is on right now, and it's like a split screen type thing. But like I said, I'm watching this on Rumble.
They'll bring the camera. They'll change the camera feed once it's ready.
They're letting people gather. Yeah. Well, it said started 25 minutes ago though.
Well, they've probably been broadcasting this for 25 minutes in preparation, and then they can just switch. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because they said it's supposed. So what? We got like 3 minutes.
Something like that.
Are they supposed to go now?
Tyler?
It should be. It should be starting soon.
I'm streaming the flag at half-mast by Fox News right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's on top of the White House.
Can Sean, can you get rid of your screen share?
Oh, do I have that still up?
Yeah, I still see it.
I'm not sharing a screen on my side.
Are you talking about mine?
No, because there's like this thing of like some female face. I think it's just Sean. It's Sean's camera, but for some reason it's showing that on our end. I don't know why.
What?
Weird.
Should I jump out and come back in?
Yeah, try that.
Yeah.
See if that works.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay, so they were supposed to actually go live 5 minutes ago. Fox is late.
Oh, okay, there it is. All right. So that was the issue. Okay.
Looks like authorities are to give updates on the Charlie Kirk assassination.
Yeah.
All right, does that fix it?
Is it? I find it awful that I feel like if we do end up winning, the next election and things do become better because of these actions, that it's people are gonna see Charlie Kirk as a martyr here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will absolutely. And I think parents, even left-wing parents, are going to champion his name because they want their kids at the schools to not have to think about somebody coming in and shooting a political commentator.
Yeah. Some deplorable in Tyler's chat says, my heart is so heavy from what might come. I've seen Civil War. None of us want this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's important for people on our side not to react rashly.
You need to let the left continue to show their colors. Show your friends and your family. The comments from MSNBC, show your friends and family that they will not even let us have a moment of silence.
Base says there goes Amfest plans. I would assume that they're still going to do Amfest in his memory.
Tim just posted a deep dive take. Watch it when you can, is what Killin' It said.
People, I'm disgusted, bro. I click on the Tim live stream for 1 second, and there's people just spamming laughing emojis. It's fucking disgusting.
I'm on YouTube. There's already been a couple people to swing through my chat. Disgusting people.
We live in a sick world.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I tweeted out what I said earlier. How do we move forward as a country when half the country will accept the death of someone they disagree with?
It's difficult. I don't know what the answer is. I usually try to have an answer for these things. I don't know what the answer is.
With love and compassion and empathy.
I think
Charlie would do.
I wonder how many of these people have talked to their non-political friends, or these people may not even have non-political friends. They're maybe just stuck in their own echo chambers, and they're
because how do you go to a non-political person and be like, yeah, this guy deserved to die for the things he was saying?
That's exactly what my friend's talking about when he's at work and he goes, dude, someone just killed Charlie Kirk, and the dude goes, yeah, thank God. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I almost reacted emotionally when you said that.
Tim's
I almost
video
called for
is
violence.
an hour long.
It's.
I hope I would have the what is it? The mental fortitude not to react emotionally if someone said that to my face.
It's unfortunate.
I would honestly have a visceral reaction. I don't have much of a poker face, and if somebody would say that to my face, they would know that I think that they're inhumane. And then depending on how aggressive it was said to me, my fist might be in their face.
Yeah,
I'm not a violent person either, but
that was kind of my initial thought either. And we were just talking about not calling for violence. That's why I didn't say it. But my initial thought was
but that's
swing.
the thing is like, I'm not a violent person, but if somebody comes and gives me an aggressive reaction, you know, I might have a greater or equal reaction. Laws of physics do apply sometimes. I'm scared that other people are going to react the same way versus staying
you try
calm.
your best to keep a grip on that stuff, but
Exactly.
Navarro said this is a sad day for America. How can people support the killing of a political opponent?
It's because they've been brainwashed. They've legitimately been brainwashed by mainstream media.
They've been convinced that words are violence, and therefore they're justified in retaliation with physical violence.
And see, and that's why when somebody said, "Why not Hassan?" I got upset because it's like, no, it's not okay.
No, I don't want to see Hassan. I don't even want to see Destiny, that scumbag. I don't want to see Destiny get hurt over this. I don't want to see anyone get hurt over this. If anyone goes and commits violence and they say they do it in the name of Charlie Kirk, no, just no. That's not that you're not doing that in the name of Charlie Kirk. You're using him as a justification for your own actions.
I'm just gonna be upset what I'm gonna hear over the next 2 days of what Hassan says about this and what Destiny
I'm not looking forward to the commentary from the left on this. No, I don't even want to know what Destiny's gonna say.
I don't. I think both of them will go from things Destiny has said in the past about other political killings and such things. I know what he's gonna say is gonna be disgusting, and I don't know. I hope Destiny goes to jail for being a pedo.
Has he not said anything yet?
I'm not gonna look it up. I will wait for the React channels I watch to react to what he said.
I was gonna say, out of curiosity, I am gonna go check his Twitter.
God, probably a disaster.
It is. I'm not gonna look into it. I'm not gonna. It's not things I need to hear.
I will only say what he said if it's something good. If he says something bad, I won't tell you. Okay, I'm immediately leaving his page. Never mind.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep. And you know why they do that? For clicks. They do it for clicks. More attention be brought upon them.
That's all they care about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first tweet I saw was enough for me to leave the page. That was... No.
I'm digging in, guys. I'm digging in. He's quote tweeting something else, and I'm following it. What are we talking about here? Sorry. Go ahead.
Thank God Fox has disabled the chat for their live stream.
Mm-hmm. They normally do.
Is it sad that we're looking at X, right? And X has it's gotten better than when it was Twitter. I wonder what Mastodon looks like right now, or Blue Sky.
Oh God.
I've seen screenshots from Blue Sky. You can go look at Ian Miles Chong. He's been sharing screenshots. It's nothing but people celebrating. And I wonder if Mark Zuckerberg will goof any of them.
Probably not.
No.
Well, isn't Blue Sky the former Twitter guy?
No, it's Facebook. Or no. Facebook.
Oh no, that's Threads.
Yeah,
I was thinking of Threads.
Yeah.
Sorry, Threads is so irrelevant. I forgot it
either.
existed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, Fox News was supposed to go live a while ago. I guess they're delayed.
I'm watching
I can't.
it.
Our sergeant says 98.1 FM in Kansas City. Scott Parks. It would seem he brought this upon himself. So these people are fucking sick. They're deranged. They're out of their minds. But you know what? Like I always bring up the art of war. Never interrupt your enemy while they're making a mistake. So this is why it have to be tempered, because I can't imagine in the realms of being a normie that they're going to see these reactions saying somebody deserved to get killed, no matter how much they may disagree with them or not, and just think that's the right way. Thanks y'all for having the same place together. We're trying our best.
Yeah. It's
glad you guys are enjoying it. You know what I mean?
Well, I want to say enjoying it. I think they're just
I think
they're happy.
Like,
they're happy
of the
there's
space. Yeah.
They're happy that there's a place that people aren't probably calling for violence.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I knew what you mean. I just trying to find a better wording for it.
No, I appreciate the alley-oop. Destiny in general is posting screenshot after screenshot, post after post of stuff that happened to the left-wing politicians over the last, recent history, and quoting, "How did we get here? How did we get here? How did we get here?" But like that's this. So it's like they're saying the same thing that we are. That the stuff that's happening is not being addressed over and over and over and over and over again. And honestly, like I part of me wants to just rage reply to him right now, right? But another part of me is like, listen, guys, how much of this is that the algorithms distribute the news in a way such that the people on the left only hear about lefties getting attacked, the people on the right only hear about righties getting attacked, and there's just rampant violence everywhere because nobody's enforcing the law.
I see the things that he's sharing in order to justify this, and holy fuck, dude.
I agree.
He's sharing the tweet. He's sharing the interaction with Brian Krasenstein and JD Vance on the cartel boat being bombed, and then he's quoting it. Guys, how did we get here?
He's fucking quote. How did we get here? Quote: Trump cancels Kamala Harris Secret Service detail.
Like
but he's doing other ones. Like some of them are less crazy. Like he's saying that the entire right, he woke former senator, whoever the fuck that is, posted a thing, and Destiny's sharing it. It says the entire right wing is about to go ape shit, but remember how none of them gave a shit about the Democratic lawmaker in Minnesota being assassinated a couple months ago. Like there are at least a couple statements that, even though fuck you and your divisionary framing, you know what I mean? Don't put it as a us versus them framing, because that's bullshit as far as what this woke former senator is saying goes, right? But we should have issues with Democratic lawmakers also being assassinated. So at least some of the posts are not totally stupid. They're pretty gay in their framing, but there's a fact behind there that's actually a little bit correct on at least one of them.
What am I seeing on Twitter? The other ones all these fucking Republicans calling for fucking violence. These so-called Republicans. These aren't Republicans. These aren't MAGA supporters. These are people that are just, they're trying to get clicks. They're trying to get the spotlight on them for saying something that we all know is crazy and wrong.
Well, and like I said earlier, Melted, how many of these people, because you brought up the point, there's a lot of these people that don't actually give a shit about Charlie Kirk, but how many people are going to use this situation to justify their true means to the end, which is that they want war, they want civil war, and they will do anything to get there, and if they have to twist Charlie Kirk's death to their own bidding, they will. Sick, demented, demonic, whatever you want to call it.
There's a lot of those people that have always just wanted war. They're always talking about when the Civil War pops off, when the Civil War pops off. And it's like, dude, you're not even fucking around for the culture war, and you think you're going to do something when the Civil War pops off? Like, get the fuck out of here.
They don't think when they say these things, they're like, Civil War. Do you, like the people that are saying this and aren't thinking, do you have loved ones in your lives that cannot fight for themselves? Are you going to protect them?
Exactly.
Because I think most of you can't protect yourselves.
And even if you can, are you going to be with them 24/7 for the rest of their lives because you broke society by cheering for a fucking war?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Man.
I gotta say, Fox News is doing a really good job. The Ingram Report is definitely doing a tearjerker for me. They are doing a remembrance for him. They're remembering the founder of Turning Point USA. And they're showing all these amazing photos of him with his family and him being such a great dad. And it's just, his children are going to grow up without a dad that loved them because of some stupid idiot. And it just breaks my heart.
His children
didn't deserve that. His wife didn't deserve that.
No one deserves this.
Nobody ever deserves this, and it's just pointless.
Like Melted was bringing up earlier, this should be one of those situations that brings the country together, and we all rally around how this evil scumbag shot someone for their opinions. But no, we can't have that. We can't have a come together moment on this.
Does that show just how far we've gone?
I think so.
In just what in 25 years?
Yeah.
In 25 years.
25 years ago when I was 25 years ago when I was born, the country was unified.
When I was born, literally, I was born 3 months before 9/11 before 9/11 happened.
Yeah, I was born in February 2001.
Or 6 months.
I think his kids are going to be way more radical now than they were going to be on their trajectory yesterday.
Oh my God, yeah.
I hope his children grow up to be the United States #1 commentators.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they go on to do great things in their father's name.
Before I look it up, does anybody know how old they are?
Young.
They're very young.
They're under the age of 5.
Yeah.
Both of them. He had 2 small children.
I would say, one good thing with the line of work that Charlie Kirk was in, at least they will be able to look back and know what their father believed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, between his podcast and all of his many guest stars on different shows and all of his different speeches going to universities, everything was taped, so they know what kind of a man their father was. And I've seen plenty of speeches where he talks about what kind of life he wants for them and how much he loved them and how excited he was for the future for his children. So I'm sure that will be at least a little bit of comfort when they get older.
I just want to read this tweet real quick from Chandler Crump. Charlie Kirk changed my life. I attended Turning Point USA Young Black Leadership Summit in October 2018. I was 14 at the time, but Charlie told me Charlie told me it didn't matter how young I was. I could fight alongside him in the movement. From then on, I attended every Turning Point USA conference every year from 2018 to 2025. I grew up in the movement. I became the person I am today because of the inspiration from Charlie Kirk and his organization. I will never be the same without him. This country will never be the same either. He was a husband, a father, a man of God, a visionary for our nation.
Beautifully said.
I don't think anyone will ever fill his shoes.
No. I do, and I apologize, but maybe this will be like a different kind of tears if it happens, but am I the only one that's having future flashes of his wife using the videos of him giving speeches and stuff like that as like white noise for the kids to sleep? They're going to grow up with his words in their ears. It's going to be a beautiful thing. As sad as the way that it's going down is.
That's part of the reason why I wanted to do my show is I wanted to have a catalog of my thoughts for my friends, my family, and maybe even my kids someday. So one good thing about this is that his line of work, his kids will at the very least know his voice and know his thoughts and opinions.
And it saddens me the amount of people that I'm scrolling back hours, and
I'm probably gonna remain off social media the rest of the day. There's too many sick, demented people.
Melinda, Gavin Newsom did say something, right? Gavin
Newsom did make a comment. He said it was bad for the country.
Okay, Barack Obama made a statement.
Oh boy,
what did he say?
We don't yet know the motivation of the person who shot and killed Charlie Kirk, but this kind of despicable violence has no place in our democracy. Michelle and I are being praying for Charlie's family tonight, especially his wife, Erica, and their 2 young children.
don't know the motivation. It was clearly
Come on,
political.
man. Yeah.
Obama
You
came
don't just
out and said
randomly-
something. Kamala came out and said something. Pelosi came out and said something, and then
I did
they
like
just said Biden just came out and said something.
I did like Gavin Newsom's comment on it immediately upon the attack. He said the attack on Charlie Kirk is a disgusting, vile, and reprehensible act. In the United States of America, we must reject political violence in every form.
Yeah.
Probably
Well, his is
my
the only
favorite
one
thing
that
he's
doesn't
ever
have
said.
any tints of agenda in it, I guess. But
That's why I said Gavin
even
Newsom actually had
Obama's-
a good statement on it, because the only thing he said is that it was disgusting, vile, and reprehensible.
Yeah, Obama saying we don't know the motive. It's like you don't need to put that.
That's a slap in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the only saving grace I have to say for Gavin Newsom is that he actually sat down and had a conversation with Charlie Kirk. And I saw clips of it, and he flat out said after that, he actually started having a newfound respect for Charlie Kirk. So I think that one's hitting him on a personal level.
No, what I mean, Gilbert,
wait,
is
breaking
I know
news.
that these people
FBI
are
Director
all-
Kash Patel, the subject of the horrific shooting today is now officially in custody.
Oh.
Okay, that's
13
Do we have
seconds ago.
any details?
13 seconds ago. No, this is just from
No.
Kash Patel.
No, this is going to be something that's investigated before a lot of info is probably released. If we do see any info, it's probably going to be from like not whistleblowers, but leaks inside of the government.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we move on, what I was saying before.
I'm wondering
tints
if
of,
that is
agenda,
the,
what I
that
meant-
is the old guy.
Can you not hear Joey?
Whoa, no, I was glitching hard. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
wait.
I just wanted to clarify what I was saying when I said no tints of agenda. I know that they're all going to have an agenda, but what I'm saying is like the words Gavin Newsom said didn't have any there wasn't like some qualifier in there like Obama did with like, oh, we don't know the motivation. It's like, yeah, we do.
True.
It's like they can't even. Some of these people can't even pretend that they're like trying to be normal. They can't even pretend. It's crazy.
Not for one post.
James O'Keefe, never surrender. I'm writing my thoughts, but in the meantime, all I can say is I love you, Charlie.
I just read that.
And the photo, yeah.
Fucking wild, man.
Well, I'm probably gonna end here, Joey. I'll raid out to you, and then I know you're gonna probably raid out to Chris.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Well, I'm
probably
gonna
at some
go.
point.
I'm gonna go ahead and send you guys over to Joey.
What is the story on that live feed? Wasn't it?
I might have
Appreciate
been
you,
reading
Tyler.
it
Thanks for
wrong.
joining us.
It might have been Central Time and not Eastern Time.
No,
So-
you weren't wrong,
Usually
Nora.
they do
They're
it like
just
that.
late. It probably got delayed because if it like Kash Patel just said here, if they just arrested the guy, that means they're gonna have to go and rewrite the statement.
Mm-hmm.
So
By the way,
Apparently, there's
Cash-
a video of someone running across the roof.
Yes, I did see that.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Kash Patel is also talking about Denver right now, and there's FBI on the scene at Denver.
School shooting in Denver.
Yeah, because of the school shooting.
because there was a school shooting today too.
I do want to say earlier I did say this should just be a day that we think about Charlie Kirk, but we do need to have prayers and minds for the children that were lost in that school shooting.
Absolutely.
Trending in the United States. He's dead.
They better not activate Article 5 of NATO while we're all fucking distracted.
Sometimes that's the way it goes. You might
Well,
be
because
right
that
on
was the big story today was that
The
Article
biggest-
4 got enacted, and now all the countries in NATO are going to come together and discuss if we need to activate Article 5. And now Charlie Kirk's dead, and that's going to be the biggest news in the next week. So Which I'm not saying it shouldn't be. I'm just saying that it's going to overshadow other large news now.
Yeah, well, and it sucks to have to think this way, but this is what happens. Is you know, they use tragedies like this, and that's just a fact. They use tragedies like this to do things, and you just really hope that that doesn't happen.
Oh my God, bro. My buddy, the Indian Jesus, just tweeted out 20 hours ago to Son Piker calling violence against Nick Fuentes.